Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Courage to Caregivers. My name is Cathy, and it's so good to be with you. Tonight, we are beginning a new theme called self-discovery, and our topic for tonight is finding joy. When we are busy caregiving and constantly doing for others, we can easily forget to take time for joy. That's usually one of the first things we let go of because we just can't seem to find the time. And perhaps we might even feel selfish or guilty if we dare to feel joy, if we even let ourselves go there, especially if the loved ones we're caring for are suffering. But the reality is, without making time to experience joy, we become bogged down, depressed, even anxious, and we tend to operate from a very low vibration. In reality, we know that feeling joy is good for us, body, mind, and spirit. Joy is one of the highest vibrational feelings that we have as human beings. It's on par with gratitude. Being joyful makes our own burdens a little lighter and our perspective a little brighter. So, how do we invite some joy into our lives? Well, we start small. We know that certain big things are often joy-filled, birthdays, perhaps holidays, major life events like that. But there is joy, such joy in the small things, the daily occurrences that make us smile, laugh, and remember the good things in life. Think micro joys, a walk in the woods with the leaves rustling under your feet, a favorite tea or cocoa on a cold day, a sitcom or a movie that invokes belly laughs, feelings of just unadulterated laughter, the smallest things. Bringing your awareness to what your body needs, especially when you are feeling sluggish or low, raises your vibration to a whole new level. When you are joyful, it catches on like wildfire to those around you, and they become joyful too, no matter what else is going on. Remember that filling your cup with joy is an act of generosity to yourself. So, not selfish, but generous to yourself. You deserve to nourish yourself with joy each and every day. Why? Because you are worth it. That's just a little segue into what you'll be discussing in your support group. I'd like to go ahead and begin a little breathing meditation, so perhaps we can find a little bit of joy this evening together. Okay? So once again, finding that nice alignment in your chair, feet flat on the floor, so legs uncrossed, bringing your whole back body to the back of the chair so that you're nice and firm in your foundation here. Good. Sitting with a nice tall spine, we know that sitting up tall helps us to breathe more efficiently. Even finding a little lift to the crown of the head. So body on the chair, back against the chair, lifting through the crown. What a beautiful alignment that is. And then placing your hands on your thighs or on your knees. We're going to begin, instead of beginning slowly and quietly today, we're going to begin with some laughter breathing. That's our breath of the month. And so we're going to start that way and then segue into a more individualized breathing on your own while we then settle back in. So laughter breathing is something that supports the immune system, lowers blood pressure, lowers heart rate so that your body is pumping a lot of healthy endorphins through the body like dopamine and serotonin. These are the feel-good hormones in the body. And the secret about laughter breathing is that even if you're in a funky mood, if you have not had a good day, if nothing seems to be going right, you can quote unquote fake it till you make it, meaning that even pretending that you feel joy and laughing stimulates the parts of the body that releases those endorphins. So you can be joyful and laugh, or you can not be joyful and pretend you're laughing. And it has the same qualities and it has the same result. So that's pretty special and pretty important as a way that we can bring ourselves out of sort of just a low vibrational place. So today, we're just going to begin by taking some deep breaths in and out of the nose, breathing in, breathing out. So just do this a few times. Good. And now I want you to move that breath from the nose down into the chest and the low belly. So maybe placing both hands on the belly. So you could feel the breath moving through the body. So in through the nose, chest rises, ribs rise, and the belly pushes out into your hand. On the exhale, the belly contracts toward the spine, the chest falls, and the ribs fall, and then the breath cycles back out of the nose. So just feeling the breath in the body, we know we've heard the old expression belly laugh. And so we want that laughter to come from the low belly. So just feeling, experimenting with what that feels like now. So that deep belly breathing. Good. And now we're going to begin to laugh. And I mean laugh. And if you're looking at your Zoom screen, you may begin to laugh just by watching yourself laugh. Or I invite you to laugh by watching me laugh. So it is these times when we make a little bit of fools of ourselves that we can really let go and laugh. So we're going to start that now. I'm going to take a breath in, and then I'm going to. You get the idea? And I see some of you are already trying it. Love it, love it. So let's just try that again. And if it helps to bring an image to your mind of something funny, go for it. We all have a sense of humor, even if we don't use it frequently. So this is just that laughter moving through the body with the breath and kickstarting that part of our central nervous system that releases those endorphins. So we're going to keep on doing this. So I invite you to just come up with whatever you can on your own. So taking a breath in and then let it out, laugh. Oh. And pretty soon you might notice that you're laughing naturally because it is so funny to watch yourself doing this. So go ahead and continue to do this for a few more rounds. Get your whole body into it. Oh, you get the idea. I love it. Thank you for all being willing. So another way to do this, that is our laughter breath for this month. Another way to do this is to just simply sit in your chair and say, ha, 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 ho, 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 ha, 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 ho, 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 ha, 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 ho, 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 ho. And let the ha, 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 ho, ho, ho be the vehicle to catapult you into this spontaneous laughter. So go ahead and find that for a few rounds on your own as well. Ha, 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 ho, 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 ho. boy. Oh boy. So I don't know about you, but I feel joyful. There's no way that you can laugh and have it not be contagious. So, like, just to, as we're going to just maybe slow this down a little bit, you get the idea. And again, I'd love for you to practice this on your own. And if it helps to do it in front of a mirror, great. Um, but at some point, you might be in a stressful situation, and instead of letting that stress enfold you and encompass you, you're just going to burst out laughing. So that's something we can glean from tonight's practice. Let's bring our hands together and sort of slow everything down. Resting your hands at your sternum, right at the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting that vibration of laughter just kind of fill you up. Just really responding to how that feels in the body. And then releasing the hands, placing them back on your knees or thighs. Continue to go ahead and just breathe in your normal pattern. So, whatever that is for you. And while you're doing that, I will read our affirmations for tonight's practice. Affirmations are words of intention or positivity. We know that when we say these words over and over again to ourselves, they deeply resonate, and we might actually find that they take root in our minds. So I will go ahead and do that now while you breathe. I plant the seeds of joy in my life by paying attention to what lights me up and pursuing more of that. In the garden that is my life, I cultivate joy. In the garden that is my life, I cultivate joy. I water and nourish my joy, knowing that cultivating joy is an act of generosity, not an act of selfishness. So I invite you to let those very positive words that we just heard really come into your heart, really infuse every cell in your body and nourish you with this feeling of generosity towards self, feeling joy, knowing that feeling joyful is an act of love and compassion that you can give yourself each and every day. And it is something that you deserve, even in spite of all that you're dealing with. And as you're breathing, feeling the body softening and settling, bringing your awareness to any areas of the body that might be holding tension. If you do have some areas like that, perhaps neck or shoulders, hips, low back, go ahead and send your supportive breath to those places. And when you send the breath there, may you find a little expansion and ease in those areas. Good. A couple more rounds here. Beautiful. And when you're ready, gently blinking open the eyes and coming back to the present moment. Now we will do a little bit of mindful movement. So if you are willing to join me, we're going to come up out of our chairs. So just move your chairs out of the way temporarily. Beautiful. So we're going to bring to our movement tonight something called the victory stance. We stand with our feet wide apart, feet parallel, arms out to the side. And then we're going to raise those arms up so they're in a V shape. And the way the hands are going to look is the thumbs are pointing in toward the body. The other fingers are curled into your palm, okay? So we have the legs out wide, the arms out wide. We're going to inhale as we lift the arms and exhale as we bring the arms down. So inhale looks like this. Exhale. So if you have that idea, let's do it together for about the count of 15. So inhaling in, lift those arms, and exhale, lower. And let's go. Good. That's beautiful. That's 15. Beautiful work, everyone. So when we have our arms overhead, we are likened to an athlete in a victory um, stance. So you are the victors. You are the ones that are doing all the hard work every day on behalf of your loved one. Don't ever forget that. And you are victorious in how you are dealing with all of that. The next thing we're going to do, since our legs are still out nice and wide, is the star pose. Bring arms out to the sides, palms facing forward, open heart, open positive attitude, feeling the shoulder blades close together in the back body. And just breathe here in and out in this strong star pose. Beautiful, everybody. Good. Let's bring those hands to the heart and begin to heel toe the feet back together. So you're going to come with the feet about a hip's distance apart here. And we're going to prepare for chair pose. So hands at the heart. We'll inhale as we lift the arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, send the weight back to your heels. Imagine that you're sitting in a chair, but the chair's not there, but you're supporting yourself with your strong muscles in the legs, the glutes, and your core. So really, really shining in this chair pose here. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's bring those hands to the heart. And then inhale as we stand once again, coming into mountain pose, lifting those arms overhead. And then exhale, arms come right down back to your side bodies. So standing in mountain pose, feet grounding into the earth. We'll sweep those arms overhead. Once again, inhaling. Exhale, bend those knees, chair pose once again. Beautiful. Breathing, steady, strong chair pose. Good. And then pressing the hands to your heart, we'll go ahead and stand once again. And we'll begin some warrior poses. We're going to bring the left foot forward and the right foot back. So I want you to have some distance between both feet, as if your feet were on railroad tracks. When you bend that forward knee, make sure you can still see your toes underneath so that you're not coming too far forward. We want to save those knees as much as we can. So zipping up through the core, turning your thighs inward, energy up the midline of the body. Take your hands to your hips, square those hips to that forward knee. As we go ahead and inhale, lifting the arms overhead, and we find warrior one. If you need to hang onto your chair, go ahead and put one arm down. You've got this. You're strong. You're a warrior for yourself and on behalf of your loved one. So keep on breathing and standing firm. Good, beautiful. From here, we'll lower the arms. We're going to bring them out to the sides. So the feet remain in the same position, but we just open our bodies to the side. So fingers facing forward and back, you're going to take your gaze towards those forward fingers. Beautiful. Once again, firm in your foundation. Beautiful. And then bringing hands to your heart, step forward with that back foot and come back to mountain pose. Once again, beautiful. Arms come down to your sides. We're going to go ahead and do that same sequence on the other side, because in yoga, we do things on each side so that the body is fully balanced. If I let you go with just doing that one side, you might walk around sideways. So we're going to fix that right now. Standing into mountain pose, lifting your arms overhead. We're going to step back with the opposite foot and forward with that forward knee, bringing your hands to your heart now. And again, checking the alignment of that knee, not going too far over the toes. And also making sure that that knee is tracking straight ahead and not rolling to the outside or to the inside. Beautiful. Take your hips, square them to the front. Inhale, lift both arms overhead. And we're in warrior one once again on this side. And the thing about yoga is poses may feel different on each side. That's okay. Our bodies are not always symmetrical. So just breathing into this strong, resilient pose. Good. And then bring those hands to the heart. And then from here, send the arms out in a T position about shoulder height. Opening to the side, taking your gaze forward. Beautiful. And breathing. Warrior two. Same feet, same position of the lower body. It's just our arms that are changing. Beautiful. And then hands come to the heart. We're going to step forward with the back foot and return to our mountain pose. Beautiful. We're going to tune into the vibration of our heart, because joy often begins right there in your heart center. So standing in mountain pose, let's start to take the fingertips to the collarbones, right there, right around your heart. And we can make the ah sound. Ah. Good. Let's do that again. Ah. Beautiful. Bring your arms down to your sides and feel the vibration of that gentle tapping in your whole body. Beautiful. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's take a bow to one another. And I invite you to go ahead and find your chair once again and bring it back to your screen. We're going to do just a couple more things to prepare us for our deep rest. So I invite you to cross your hands. So you're crossing at the wrist here, bringing the hands to the front of your body, right at the heart center there. And just begin to tap one hand at a time, bringing those fingertips to the collarbones. You can close your eyes if you wish. You don't have to, but you can. We're just doing an exercise to stimulate the vagus nerve, which is going to help us relax a little bit more. So option is to just also tap both hands at the same time. You could do it that way, or you could do just one hand at a time. Beautiful. Good job, everyone. Good. And then releasing the hands, placing the left hand on the low belly. The right hand, we're going to use the thumb and the middle finger and bring them to the collarbones on either side of the chest. And we'll start to just make a circle here. So just rotating the fingers, the hand right at the clavicles, the collarbones. And just noticing, bringing your awareness to that deep sense of relaxation that's starting to infuse into your body. Good, beautiful. Last one here. We're going to bring our arms out in front of us. Okay, crossing the hands at the wrists. So if you see how my hands are like this, crossing the hands at the wrists and then interlacing the fingers and bringing those hands right up to the chest. You got it, everyone. Resting the hands at the heart, drawing the elbows down to the floor, drawing the shoulder blades down and back, closing the eyes, starting to breathe deeply in and out. Mhm. So the things we've been doing are called holds. These are holds, HOLDS, that you could do anytime you feel stressed. The tapping at the collarbones, the circling at the collarbones with the fingers, and then this wonderful little hold right there at your chest to bring you to a more relaxed state of being. And this is another thing you can try if you're in a stressful situation. Just turn around for a minute and do one of these, and I guarantee you'll start to feel the body respond. And when the body is relaxed, then the mind will follow. So you can release the hands here, and we're going to go ahead and get ready for our deep rest period. If you'd like to find your comforts, a pillow, a blanket, or anything else that you want to place in your sanctuary there so that you're nice and cozy, go right ahead and get that. I'll give you a few moments to do so. Good. So we're going to revisit again our inner smile meditation. This is a beautiful meditation by Lilius Folan. And this is to bring a little smiling energy, a little joy energy to various parts of the body. So we'll go through the parts of the body one by one until your whole body is relaxed from head to toe. So if you like to lower your lights, if that's what you enjoy, you can go ahead and do that now. If you're sitting in your chair, make sure you're nice and comfortable there. If you're lying down on the floor or on a bed or a couch, just make sure you're stretching out nice and long, feeling your whole back body against the surface beneath you. Taking a moment to roll the shoulder blades underneath you so that you're nice and grounded there. And if you're comfortable, go ahead and close the eyes and begin to connect with the breath, breathing in and breathing out. And take some deep, slow breaths from the belly. So in through the nose, down into the chest and the ribs, down into the low belly, and then back up again, belly, ribs, chest, and nose. Start to begin some mindful belly breathing as you are getting comfortable in your space. Notice how your belly rises with each inhalation, then relaxes back toward the spine with each exhalation. At this moment, let go of any thoughts, past or future. Just be right here, right now. I invite you to rest the tip of your tongue gently on the roof of your mouth, somewhere behind and close to your upper palate, so your upper front teeth. You'll find the spot that feels perfect. This isn't something you need to work at. You'll just find that little place. And continue with your belly breathing. Chest, ribs, belly. Belly, ribs, chest. From here, smile gently, allowing your lips to feel full and smooth as they spread to the side and lift ever so slightly. This smile should kind of be like the Mona Lisa smile, or how we might smile mostly to ourselves when we recall a joke that someone has told us. Nothing too extreme, just the kind of smile that relaxes our entire face and head and makes us begin to feel good inside. Good. Now bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. As you rest your attention there, energy will begin to gather. Imagine that place to be like a pool of warm water. And as energy pools there, let your attention drift deeper and deeper into that pool, back and toward the center of your head. Let your attention rest now right in the center of your brain, the space equidistant between the tips of your ears. This is a place referred to in Taoism as the crystal palace, home to the pineal, pituitary, thalamus, and hypothalamus glands. Feel the energy building in this powerful place. Take time to focus your mind's eye on the highest point on your head. This connects you to your higher self and the radiance of universal energy. So just allowing this energy to gather in your crystal palace and flow forward into your eyes. Feel your eyes become smiling eyes. To enhance this, you can imagine that you're gazing into the eyes of a person that you love the most, and they're gazing right back at you with the same loving expression. Infusing your eyes with this quality of loving kindness and delight. Now direct this smiling energy back from the eyes down into your spine. The energy goes from your mind to your spine, then from the spine to the rest of the body. Keep your body young, light, and loose. Now bring your attention to the heart center. Smile into your heart. Visualize the color red, feeling love, joy, and happiness. Feel the unconditional love that flows from your heart. Now bring your awareness to your lungs. Smile into your lungs. Visualize the color white. Breathe in the pureness of the universe and allow that to bring feelings of strength, courage, and nobility. Imagine now your upper abdominal cavity, your spleen, your pancreas, and your stomach. Smile into these areas, visualizing the color yellow. Feel empathy and let go of thoughts. Good. Visualizing your kidneys at your low back. Smiling into the kidneys and visualizing a blue color. Feel calmness. Release all tension and fear. Stay with the resulting gentleness, calmness, and peacefulness. And then holding your hands up to your liver, or imagining bringing your awareness to the liver, smiling into the liver, and visualize the color green. Feel patience. Transform all intolerance, anger, or jealousy into kindness, generosity, and forgiveness with this beautiful emerald green, the joyous light of the inner smile. And as you've brought your attention to all these areas, as well as a color, just imagine these colors dancing throughout your body all at once. The red, the green, the yellow, the white, the blue. A beautiful rainbow of smile energy. Continue to smile within each place of the body for as long as you'd like, letting it soak up smile energy like a sponge soaks up water. Your whole body is relaxed. Your whole body is completely and totally relaxed. Rest now in this knowing. Just simply rest. Very gently and with great care, begin to bring your awareness back to the body, inviting in a little gentle movement, wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe rocking your head from side to side. Or if you're lying on the floor or in your chair, taking a nice full body stretch, arms overhead, legs stretching out away from you. Just giving yourself whatever movement you need to come back to this present moment. And deepening the breath, taking a nice full inhale and a nice deep, long exhale. And if you're lying on the floor, just rolling to one side and resting there for a few mindful breaths. And so just finding a soft place to land while I read some quotations for tonight's practice. From Tim Cook, let your joy be in your journey, not in some distant goal. And from Joseph Campbell, we cannot cure the world of sorrows, but we can choose to live in joy. And finally, from Jean Bolam, when you recover or discover something that nourishes your soul and brings you joy, care enough about yourself to make room for more of it in your life. Good. So, whenever you're ready, then pressing yourself back to seated, and we'll meet with hands at the heart. Beautiful. Thank you all for breathing with me and moving with me tonight. I hope that as your week goes on, you will be able to carve out some time to experience some joy and really let yourself laugh. I just hope that it brings you all the joy in the moment that you need. Let's release the hands, bring the arms overhead, pressing the palms together, and then bringing the hands back to the heart and bowing to one another in admiration and respect as we say, Namaste.